Hey Chets Parents, Pastor Jeff here, and I want to talk to you about a new series that we're kicking off in Refuel called This Is Our Sex Talk. Now, to be clear, it's not that talk, but it's a conversation on the topic of sex. And as you may already know, your high and middle schooler are in a phase where their sexual desire can play a significant role in their world. And with that, they're also finding themselves hearing about or encountering sexual content potentially more than ever online, through their phones, or in conversations with friends. It almost feels like the volume is at an all-time high in this area in every way once they leave elementary school and they start this middle school and high school journey. And that's what makes this conversation like this one so important. And we want to create a very safe space to discuss what it could look like to honor God in every area of their life, including this particular area of their lives. Of course, we know that actually navigating choices around sexual activity isn't always easy. And so we're going to talk about some of the things that might make choosing sexual integrity with our choices seem a little bit challenging. And so in week 1, we're going to introduce the idea of what sexual integrity is all about and dive right into tackling the tough subject of technology in the context of this series as it relates to pornography and sexual integrity. In week 2, we're going to talk honestly about confession and the positive impact that honest and open conversation can have in our lives. And then finally, in week 3, we'll dive into the importance of boundaries when it comes to navigating all of this stuff on the topic of sex. Now, we know that you are the number one influencer in your kid's life. And so we wanted to let you know about this series ahead of time so that you can be prepared to have conversations needed with your student about the conversations that we're going to be having with them at church. Now, maybe you're a little nervous about this subject when it comes to your middle schooler, but let me be brutally honest with you. As a parent of a middle schooler and a high schooler in my own home, if you aren't or haven't had this conversation with your middle schooler by now, you're already behind what the culture has been teaching. Studies even show that interest in romantic and sexual contact typically begins around the ages of 11 to 14. That means that both the church and us parents need to be having conversations about the subject earlier and earlier in the lives of our students. And so as always, our goal is to honor you as a parent and create the safest environment for your students to talk about anything, which we hope is their church. We believe that these two combined influences together, the home and the church, are more impactful than one. And we are so proud to partner with you to point your student toward honoring God and themselves and others when it comes to sex. So if you have any questions or concerns at all, please feel free to reach out.